Like you mentioned, sir, and you also mentioned in your presentation, and you most of the time in Birmingham, I was there with you. You were talking to Pakistani diaspora, and you were talking about Vietnam, which has a like export-led model. As recently, World Bank reported that Pakistan growth model is a bit different, and we have a consumption-led growth model. So, what measures actually under your leadership URAAN Pakistan is going to take that this program will continue and will survive for the next 10 to 20 years?
First change that we have brought is that we are moving away from the old doctrine of import substitution to export-led growth.
Yeah.
So what we are now aiming for is that we will diversify the portfolio that we have for exports. We today are more dependent on textiles exports than we were 20 or 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So we have not developed our other sectors. So we are now focusing on 8 drivers for export. One is agriculture, to have value-added agriculture in the country. Recently, Prime Minister sent 1,000 agriculture scientists to China to get training in the modern technology applications in agriculture sector. So we go to value-added agriculture. Second is industry. We have huge and I think very respectable manufacturing base. Unfortunately, we have not developed them as clusters of world class. For example, Wazirabad produces cutlery.
Yeah.
Why cannot that cutlery be world class and we can become major supplier of cutlery for all over the world?
Even rice.
We have in Sialkot cluster for surgical goods. Many of our producers just produce for OEMs and they just supply them, and the OEMs put their seal on the products and make margins. So why cannot we have our own brands to have high quality, high value products? Likewise, in Gujranwala, in other places, we have clusters of ceramics, of sanitary equipment. In Karachi, we have a lot of industry. We have marble, world-class marble. Why cannot we make it high-quality marble like it is produced in Italy or Vietnam by adopting new methods for cutting? We are still using explosives in marble mines in which we almost destroy 60% of the value.
Yes.
So now what the focus is that we must focus on these products or endowments that we have and develop a value chain based concept for developing cluster to its high value. And I think this will take time, and this has been the sad part, that every time we have started this journey, we got disrupted in the past. And I hope this time we will move forward with more stability, because there is realization in Pakistan among all the pillars of the state that Pakistan needs stability than anything else.
Yeah.
It is only through stability that we will grow strong. It is only through stability that our economic policies will yield results. It is only through stability that we can withstand the shocks that are there in the external environment. So therefore, by diversifying the exports, moving towards value-added sector, by having geographic diversification in our markets. China is one example. We have great relations with China. China imports 2,000 billion worth of dollars worth of imports every year. $2 trillion. And you know what is our share? Just $3 billion. So we ignored China market for whole life because we were not having an economic orientation.
Yeah.
We just had political, diplomatic relations. So the world has changed. Now it is the economics, it is the trade, it is commerce that defines the strength of relationship between any country. So now we are shifting and we are trying to have greater access in China market and try to take advantage. It's next door, our great friend. Similarly with Europe, with UK, with USA, we have trade, but there is huge opportunity to double, triple the exports that we can send to these markets. So That is where we are working very closely with the private sector. And one important challenge is compliance with the sustainability. We have to also upgrade our production, and our private sector has to adopt international certifications and compliances so that they remain in business. Otherwise, as you know, that the world is becoming very sensitive to sustainability issues, and if we do not comply, our exports will have serious consequences. So we are very actively working with the private sector to make sure that our products are also compliant with the international standards.
Yeah.